Denied at boarding? 12 cruise boarding rules changing in 2025 and 2026. You roll up to the cruise terminal, documents ready, suitcase in hand, and you're feeling excited. The agent scans your passport, pauses, leans in, and says, "I'm sorry, you can't board." Your heart drops. All the planning, money, and excitement gone in a second. Most passengers think a ticket, a suitcase, and a passport are enough. But cruise lines have strict, hidden rules. Some are obvious, others catch even seasoned travelers off guard. Today, we're breaking down 12 real reasons people get denied boarding and how to make sure it never happens to you. Let's dive in. Coming in at number 1, the first red flag: expired or damaged passports. It seems simple, right? Just an expired passport. But the reality is far more unforgiving, and it's one of the top reasons travelers get stopped cold at the counter, right when they're imagining that first cocktail on deck. Cruise agents check the expiration date and physical damage of the passport. Even a small tear, water stain, bent cover, or loose stitching can cancel your trip instantly. To avoid this, triple-check every document, match names exactly, and carry all required paperwork. It's not busy work. It's the difference between sailing away or being left behind. Number 2, financial or booking issues. Here's a category that blindsides people because it often happens at the check-in desk, not at security. Cruise lines can deny boarding for any unresolved balance. It doesn't matter if it's a missed payment, a failed card transaction, a last-minute upgrade that didn't process, or even prepaid gratuities that never fully cleared. And then there's the ticket itself. Even a minor misspelling of your name can prevent agents from matching it to your passport. Names don't match? You're not going on board. It sounds ridiculous, but cruise terminals are strict and the system won't bend. Booking mistakes that feel trivial at home become absolute deal breakers at the terminal. The safest approach is simple. Triple check your account before leaving payments, verification steps, emergency contacts, and passport information. Don't leave anything for the last minute. Before you leave home, log into your cruise account and confirm your invoice is at 0. Your name matches your passport letter for letter, and every add-on you purchased went through. Take screenshots too. They come in handy if the system glitches. 5 minutes of checking saves you from a nightmare at the terminal. Number 3, the wrong travel document for minors. This one is heartbreaking because it affects families. Cruise lines are strict about minors traveling with the correct paperwork. If a child travels with one parent or someone other than a parent, you need a certified consent letter. Custody must be clearly documented. Mistakes happen. Wrong documents, names that don't match, missing certification. In a blink, the entire family can be denied boarding. It's strict, yes, but it's tied to international child protection laws. To be on the safer side, print everything ahead of time: the consent letter, custody papers, birth certificates, anything the cruise line mentions. Double-check minor documentation well in advance. If something's unclear, call the cruise line a week before traveling. One 5-minute call can save an entire family vacation.
Number 4, missing visas or entry documents. Another trap that trips up travelers is visas. You might think, it's a cruise, I'll just get off at the port and explore. But many destinations require visas in advance, and cruise lines cannot legally carry you without them. Missing the right paperwork for even a single port means you stay behind, no exceptions. Some tours are especially tricky, stopping at countries with strict entry rules. Travelers often assume the cruise line handles everything automatically. It doesn't. Sometimes only one stop needs a visa, but if you don't have it, the ship cannot legally transport you. That means you're out of luck. Ask yourself, is a $30 visa worth losing an entire vacation? Most people don't realize the risk until it's too late. Cruise lines do send warnings, but these messages often get lost in a cluttered inbox. The best approach is to check each destination on your tour, verify requirements, and secure visas well before boarding. If the visa process looks confusing, call the cruise line directly. They'll tell you exactly what you need. And always apply early. Last-minute visas can fail to process in time. Number 5. Outstanding warrants or legal issues. This one is tense. Cruise ports sometimes work with local authorities, and when you check in, Your ID can be run through security databases. If there's an active warrant, even a minor one, it triggers a red flag instantly. You're not just denied boarding. In some cases, law enforcement will escort you aside quietly. Life is messy, and small fines or forgotten paperwork can slip through the cracks. But the cruise terminal is not the place you want to discover unresolved legal issues. The safest route? If you're unsure whether you have unresolved fines or paperwork, check before travel day. Local government portals usually let you confirm and settle small issues online. Don't wait until you're standing at a cruise terminal for reality to hit. Number 6. Health-related denials. Cruise lines take health seriously. Showing up visibly unwell, coughing, feverish, or exhibiting symptoms resembling norovirus can stop you at the gate. People often shrug it off. It's just allergies, or I'm fine. Once the medical team deems you unfit to travel, that's it. No negotiation. Why the strictness? Outbreaks spread fast on ships. One contagious passenger can affect hundreds in hours. Cruise lines protect themselves with the term fit to travel. If they believe you're not, they don't have to refund your trip. And this is written in the contract everyone agrees to, usually without reading. If you've been sick recently, a doctor's note can help. If symptoms appear last minute, calling the cruise line before arriving gives you more flexibility. Show up healthy or risk being turned away.
Number 7. Pregnancy restrictions. Pregnancy restrictions catch a lot of first-time cruises off guard. Most lines restrict travel to passengers under 24 weeks gestation, sometimes requiring a doctor's letter confirming the pregnancy and weeks. The reason is simple. Medical facilities on board are limited, and any complications far from land can be life-threatening. Cruise staff have zero flexibility here. Even if you're only slightly over the limit or have a letter, the rules are written into maritime regulations, and exceptions simply don't happen. Families hoping to sail without checking the policy are often surprised at the gate. The best approach is thorough preparation. Know your cruise line's policy, carry the doctor's note, and verify your gestational weeks. It's a small step that prevents a massive heartbreak.
Number 8. Being late to port. This might be the worst reason because it's entirely preventable, yet it happens daily. The ship doesn't wait, not for traffic, not for delayed flights, not for anything. When check-in closes, the doors close, period. Passengers often underestimate how chaotic terminals can be. Lines spill outside, luggage moves slowly, and security randomly pulls people aside. What felt like arriving an hour early can suddenly turn into panic. To avoid this, treat embarkation day like catching an international flight. Aim to arrive at the terminal 3 hours before departure, and if you're flying, arrive in the cruise city the day before. Set alarms, track traffic, and print your boarding pass so you're not fumbling last minute. Number 9. Behavior at the terminal. You might not think your attitude could stop you from boarding, but it happens more often than you would expect. Cruise lines reserve the right to deny boarding to anyone who appears intoxicated, aggressive, disruptive, threatening, or uncooperative with security instructions. You don't need to stage a full-blown scene. Sometimes it's a heated argument over luggage, a short temper after waiting hours in line, or showing up after celebrating early. Security staff are trained to spot potential problems before they even step foot on the ship. If they sense risk even slightly, the decision is final. The key here is simple. Stay calm, stay polite, and save the drama for the sail-away party. A stressed-out passenger is one thing. A risk to others is an entirely different story. Number 10. Prohibited items in your bag. You'd be surprised how often someone gets stopped simply because of what's in their suitcase. Most travelers skim the list of banned items thinking it's only weapons or excess alcohol, but it's much longer than you expect. Cruise lines are extremely strict about safety, and if security spots something they consider a risk, you're denied boarding immediately. Some items that frequently cause issues include power strips with surge protectors, certain tools, drones on restricted routes, alcohol purchased outside approved channels, medication without labels, replica weapons from theme parks, and self-defense items like pepper spray. And sometimes it's not the item itself, it's how it's packed. Loose batteries, unmarked liquids, or oversized electronics can set off alarms. Passengers argue, they plead, they try to explain, but rules are rules. One misplaced multi-tool or unapproved item at the bottom of a backpack has ruined countless vacations. To avoid this, check your cruise line's prohibited items list the night before you pack, and again when you zip up your bag. Put all batteries in a small pouch, keep liquids labeled, and leave anything questionable at home. If you're not sure an item's allowed, assume it's not.
Number 11. Forgotten or invalid travel insurance. Now here's something most travelers forget. Travel insurance isn't usually mandatory to board a cruise, but certain routes suddenly make it essential, especially in countries with strict medical coverage rules. Even when insurance isn't explicitly required, some cruise lines will deny boarding if they think a passenger might need coverage for a medical situation without it. Imagine thinking everything is fine, only to hear at the terminal, "We can't clear you until you provide proof of coverage." Scrambling to buy insurance on a phone rarely works. And if processing doesn't go through in time, the ship leaves without you. Remote destinations, active excursions, or strict medical requirements make this small cost worth it. To be on the safer side, buy travel insurance the same week you book your cruise and store the PDF in your phone and email. Some destinations require coverage amounts like $50,000 for emergency medical. Double-check those specifics ahead of time. Proof of insurance shouldn't be something you're scrambling to find while the ship is boarding. Finally, number 12, the cruise line safety policy that ends more vacations than anything else. Sometimes the reason you're denied boarding has nothing to do with you personally. Cruise lines can make safety-based decisions at their discretion. This can happen if a passenger has a history of incidents on previous cruises, if there's a risk involving another traveler, if last-minute staffing or room capacity issues interfere with medical or accessibility needs, or even if the ship's crew anticipates a potential problem. It's rare, but it happens. Cruise lines keep these decisions quiet, but when they do occur, they are final. It's not a judgment on the passenger. It's a precaution to maintain safety for everyone on board. If you've had issues on past cruises, medical, behavioral, or logistical, call the cruise line before you book. They'll quietly confirm whether everything is clear. It's better to know early than discover at the terminal that a past incident is still on file. And that's it. Things that could cost you your cruise. The thing is, cruise ships always look so effortless from the outside. Endless sunshine, perfect food, and smooth sailing. But once you peek behind the curtain, you realize there's an entire hidden world keeping the magic alive. And yeah, some parts of it can be clever traps waiting for the ignorant. But the good news? Now you know. The more you understand how it all really works, the smarter you cruise, the fewer surprises you get, and the more you'll appreciate the incredible crew who makes everything happen. So if you enjoyed this breakdown and want more inside looks at what really happens on board, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This series has a lot more coming, and you won't want to miss the next one. So tell me in the comments, what shocked you the most today?